Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new video. So today I'm doing an apartment build for my sim that I showed you guys in my I'm back video. So I originally planned to have this all done around the time that I did post that video, but then the Creative Creations patch happened, which that broke pretty much most of my mods, and truth be told, it demotivated me from wanting to play Sims. Like, I was so hyped to play after I posted I'm back, and then it completely killed that vibe for me, and I just was no longer inspired to play, which is why there has been no videos for me. And I do feel bad about that because when I said I'm back, I thought I was gonna be back, but I didn't anticipate a little stuff pack patch to break a lot of mods. So I do wish that I waited until after, because prior to me putting out my on back video, I literally updated all my mods and everything, and then to have to do it all over again, I was just like, nah, I'm done. So yeah, I wish I just didn't update my game or anything of the sort. I could have just gone in and played, but yeah, a lot of things were broken. But here we are building this apartment, which I'm really excited. I absolutely love how it turned out. I pretty much did mainly a fully CC build here. I mean, there is stuff that is not CC, but I feel like most of the time when I go in to build, I always keep you guys in mind, and I'm like, well, I want everybody to be able to download this build and play with it. But then I'm like, why do I download build CC if I don't really actively use it as much? So I was like, you know, I'm just gonna fully go out and build with CC, and I wanted to have like a studio apartment, which, by the way, if you guys remember back in October, I did a studio apartment build as well, and in that video I was talking about how I wish you could change the windows. I was talking about tool mod and doing all this little stuff, and literally you can now change windows in the apartments. I don't know when they added this, but I don't know if somebody granted me my wish or something like that, but I swear this happens to me all the time. I talk about it and then it appears in the game. So maybe, like, you know, my manifestation really just does work. So you guys want anything to be in the game, let me know, and I'll like talk about it and maybe it'll happen. I don't know. It's kind of crazy how that happens sometimes. Oh yeah, also speaking of tool mod, which is one of my must-have mods, I can't use it anymore. So for some reason, one day when I was loading up The Sims, I had like a pop-up that said like, update, I think it was either better build by or tool mod from inside the game, and I was like, oh, okay, let me just do that real quick. And so I did that, and then ever since I did that, this shows up on my screen. And because of it, I literally cannot physically play the game, and I don't know how to get rid of it. I reinstalled tool mod and better build by, and I also cleared my local thumb cache, and it does absolutely nothing. So if anybody has experienced this and knows how to fix it, please let me know, because I really need that mod in my life, and building without it felt really weird. Originally, when I was building this apartment, I was thinking about my sim, because I don't want to go too fully into her story just yet, because I want to, like, you know, do that in the intro video of her. But basically, she's moving into her first ever apartment, and I didn't want it to be like this huge, like, 2-bedroom apartment or anything of the sort. I wanted it to be like a cozy little studio. And I mean, I feel like this is pretty big for a studio. Like, for some reason, I feel like Penny Pizzazz's apartment is a lot smaller than this one. This one is Salim Benali's one, and it just feels like it's more spacious. And I wanted to build it on a platform because A, the ceilings are really high, and I prefer to work with lower ceilings, and B, I wanted to have like a little entrance area, which I thought was cute. However, the only issue with the platforms is being able to save the full apartment and putting it on the gallery. I wish that they just would make a possibility to upload full apartments. Like, I don't know how they implemented apartments, but they didn't consider, you know, how to upload them to the gallery fully. Initially, when I was starting to build this apartment, I was like, I kind of want this to be not necessarily like a rags to riches type of situation where she kind of starts with like nothing, and then we kind of build up and build her apartment up as well. But I figured when we start playing with her, I want her to be maybe like a week or two into living, and maybe some of the furniture that she has is furniture that she's been gathering from like yard sales or people putting it outside. I mean, like, free, and she's been taking them, so like she's been putting it in her place, and surprisingly some of the stuff actually matches. Another thing I wanted to tackle while building this is approaching like a darker color palette, because for the most part I feel like I go very light, and working with like black swatches has been nice. I actually really love the look of like the dark black with the darker wood colors. So I'm pretty happy with it. I also was debating whether or not to make this apartment a little bit more dingy looking and not as like crisp and clean. But I was like, you know what, maybe she got like a good deal on an apartment that, you know, still looked fairly fresh, or maybe the past tenants left over some furniture when they moved out, so maybe that's how she has some of the things. So that's how I'd like to think about it. But when I started decorating this, it really got me into the mood to want to play, so I'm hoping that that mood sticks around because I don't get it a lot, sadly. So I'm pretty content with the look of the apartment at the moment, but it's probably going to change maybe here and there, maybe add some other pieces as she gets money, because I used pretty much all of her money that she had when she bought this apartment, and then I did give her some extra, like 200 simoleons, so I could buy a couple extra things. For some reason in the game, there's a thing called Discovery Quest, which I don't also know where that was added, and so she randomly just made like a couple hundred simoleons, so now she has some money. But I'm really excited to dive into her life, but clearly you can tell from her apartment that she's a very creative sim, which I usually go for creative sims, but I'm really excited to go on her career path, which I wonder if you guys could guess maybe what her career path could be from little hints from the creative sim and from this build on what path she'd be taking. If you want to go ahead and leave your guesses, let me know. I do want to say that when it comes to this series, I feel like I'm going to play with it until I'm bored with it, or I feel like I've accomplished what I want to accomplish. It really just depends, because I kind of just want to play it, and if I'm enjoying it, I'll keep going. If I don't, you know, we'll cut her off, because I don't want to like feel pressure to record it if I'm not, you know, feeling it, because I want to post content when I'm enjoying the game and not when I feel like I have to play the game or feel forced to play the game, if that makes sense. So that's why if there is gaps in uploads, understand that, please. Like, I'm taking my time trying to get back into the mood of playing Sims, so I blame the patch for knocking down my motivation. But let's cross our fingers that my ass will just get back into it, because I'm hoping that after I get this video done, I'll go and I'll film the first episode. So maybe I'll record a couple just so that I can have them. I'm actually glad that I did end up recording this apartment, because I almost scrapped it, but it's probably one of my favorites that I've done. I just really love the CC that I use. Now, here's the thing. Do you guys want a CC list? And I'm asking because the only thing is, if I do a CC list, I probably won't be marking like, oh, the cup is from here. I'll just like mark all the CC like packs or CC items that I used within this build, but not identify every single item, because that's probably gonna take forever, I would assume. So, and it's probably gonna be hard, because like if there's like multiple plants, going like plant 1, plant 2, plant 3, are you gonna know which plant I'm talking about? So if you guys do want a CC list, that's the only way that I could think of doing it. Otherwise, I probably won't do it, so let me know in the comments. Also, I do want to apologize for not replying to comments, because I said I was going to, on my last video, that I was going to go and reply to comments on my I'm back video, but truth be told, for some reason when I'm on a break from YouTube, I literally avoid looking at my channel like the plague. Like, I just don't look at it, because when I do, anxiety. That's pretty much why, and I have seen comments and I appreciate them. I just can't get myself to reply to them. I've been in a weird mental space with that. Even like real life people, like real life friends, I've had like been avoiding, which is not good. So I'm trying to get better at that, but maybe within time I will. I did recently get back into playing Stardew Valley, and it's been a good like escapism for me, because it's like a chill, relaxing game, and there's a new update that recently came out, which I've been enjoying what I've explored so far. Not really that far in, to be fair, but I 100%ed Stardew last year, and now there's a new update and I kind of want to go and do that again. I'm currently year 1 in fall, and I debated on streaming it, but I couldn't get myself to do it. I was like, probably nobody's gonna want to watch me play Stardew anyway, so I just didn't. I went from playing unmodded to then being completely modded, so I've only played pretty much modded Stardew. I mean, I'd have played unmodded like back when I played it for the first time in like 2016, and then on my Switch a little bit, but for some reason I just can't stay unmodded. Once you go modded, you can't go back, to say the least, which I would say also applies to The Sims for me. So yeah, that is pretty much the build. I hope you guys like it. I feel like now that I have this apartment built, I feel more ready to jump in and play with my sim. So with that being said, that is all I have for you today. I hope you guys enjoyed, and I'll see you guys in a new video very soon. Bye guys.